again anytime soon.
Here's New Orleans. They're on an 18-6 run.
Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread 4, but defensively he's much better guarding 3s.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The tray goes back up, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
New Orleans making some changes here. Agins is checked in, and it's Anderson in for Davis. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Kufis checked in for Gasol. John Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Jeff Green. And it's Conley in for Courtney Lee. 5 to shoot. The shot by Evans, nobody around. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lure, defended by Anderson. Carter right side. The teardrop falls in. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Pelicans on top, opening up a huge gap. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
All right, guys. Great first half. Home fans are loving it. Still want to go over a couple of things, though. You all get a huge pat on the back for the defense you're playing. Whatever approach they've used, we've stopped. Tremendous determination on D. Our three-point shooting was a highlight, though, and that should open things up for us inside the second half. They've got no choice but to come out a little higher on us on the perimeter. Also, we can sacrifice some manpower on the defensive glass in this half in order to have opportunities to get the break started with bodies already headed up the court. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Talk about some great numbers for Garbage Man. 16 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Z-Bo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. And it's Green in at the small forward position.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end. Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
Well, good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
Kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, gentlemen, Courtney Lee, acquired by the Grizzlies last season in a trade with the Celtics. And as teammate Mike Conley has put it, Courtney was a huge, huge piece. People overlook him, but it's key that he's able to stretch the court for us. It gives Zach and Mark more space, and he can definitely lock up defensively. Kevin?
He's been a great fit as a two-way player on the perimeter too, Doris. Thanks.
And you know, the Grizzlies got swept in the Western Conference Finals back in 2013 because the Spurs just packed it in defensively. And I really think that was the impetus for the Grizzlies looking to try to play a more wide open style. You know, even though that season in 2013 was, as a whole, the best ever for the franchise, it did expose their weaknesses and gave them something to work on.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Lee's got 10.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear. A moment here now to see how the numbers are going for Michael Conley. He's getting around 12 points a game, 8 assists, and better than 2.5 steals. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him. Playing right at the level we expect.
Yeah, we've seen him play better, but those are still numbers that are pretty superb by any measure.
And last season, it took the Grizzlies some time to get going. The new head coach, the injury to Marc Gasol, but they added some shooting and athleticism on the wings and really rallied strongly towards the end of the year.
Gasol no good.
And the offense continues to struggle. Just one make in their 5 attempts.
And he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for Tyreke Evans.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
The feed to Gasol. 11 feet away. Shot is blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Withey's checked in for the Pelicans. Gordon comes in for Tyreke Evans. Here's Randolph. 6 points for him. Lee outside. Shot clock at 5. 11 feet away. Stolen by Withey. Here is Garbage Man. He feeds it to Paul. Passes it to Garbage Man. Doubled by Conley. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Nice shot by Randolph.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Gasol setting the pick for Green. Outside Gasol. Back to Green. Ball against Conley. Here's Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. The Pelicans have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. They double him with Green. Garbage Man, the pass to Gordon. Kicks it out to Paul from downtown, and that one's good. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Lee kicks to Green, looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Another steal. Over in the corner, Paul feeds it to Gordon. New Orleans moving the ball around. Kicks it to Paul. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
There's Lee with the 3. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 20-7 run. Paul with the bucket.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Conley kicks to Gasol. Hits the jump hook. Gasol's got 4 this quarter.
Now they got the most out of that possession, guys.
New Orleans has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Davis, the pass to Garbage Man. He used that pick to get in close.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Grizzlies have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Conley kicks to Randolph. Fades. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Garbage Man. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And he drops it in from the low post. Davis has got 14 points for the game.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Gasol's in the post. He's got 10. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Paul passes to Garbage Man. Back to Paul from the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And another 3-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
To the left side wing. Randolph kicks to Conley. Lee dishes to Gasol. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Gasol's got 14.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
Here's Paul. 11 points in the game. Here is Garbage Man. And that's not going to go. The three-quarters.
Coming up next Tuesday, March 10th, the New Orleans Pelicans go up against Brook Lopez and the Brooklyn Nets. It's the real deal.
And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for shooters, as you well know, huge.
Yep, no question.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Someday, Spark, everything.
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you guys are playing like this?
Yeah, we just try to play aggressive. And, we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
Stay aggressive, Anthony. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
You're a big reason why we got the W tonight, man. Keep distributing like that, finding the open man, that this team is going to go places.
Hey, it's always nice to be dealing out there.
Boys in Vegas never dreamed of dealing like you were dealing tonight.
That's right, bro. So get excited about it, man. We're in the NBA playing hoops for cash, living the American dream. I mean, come on, y'all act like we having some fun out there.
Easy, bro. We got a long way to go to the finish line. Remember that.
Why you always trying to bring me down?
Wait till you're announced.